What's going on, players? In this video, we are going to go over our Eagle 1-3-1 defense versus a 4-out, 1-in offense. And we're going to look at our rotations and look at what is a common way that a 4-1 offense is trying to attack our players, usually using different things like screens or catching the pass in the high post and looking to pass it to the low post or some buddy action. We'll go through a few of the different attacks that a 4-1 offense may use to attack our 1-3-1 defense. Let's get right into it. All right, so first rule obviously is our guard wants to pressure the ball because it's in the middle, playing good laterally and in a range where they can stay between the ball and the hoop. And our adjustments when it's in the middle is our eagle is in the middle, our center is in the middle on ball. Our eagle is up, reading this pass right here so that he can make sure that he can take this pass away, and he's shading the ball. Okay? We are going to lock this down. All right, let's go. So let's say we get good enough pressure and he's really attacking with speed, but he's taking the ball to the side. So our point guard can now melt down and stay in position with his body. So the balls come over to the side. Our rotations will definitely look like this. Our eagle, our bottom has to come in front the low post, physical, because the low post is going to be a bigger player in this position with the center being there. And our wing is going to have to come up and kind of be in a position where they're fronting this pass in that passing lane. So they can kind of be right there. Our center is going to cover between ball and hoop. Our weak side wing is going to front the low post. There's no threats here. They're probably going to start to fill and give a little pressure in the middle, and he may fill the wing, okay, and he may drop down or dive or flare, okay, and our guard is now going to be in a position where he's moving to stay and melting to stay between the ball and the top pass. And this is very common. A lot of teams like to do this against us, and we've been playing this pretty well. I like that this guy, because there's no pressure here from the other team, that he can kind of come up and read this pass, but also mainly read this pass right here. Because often our center is quick enough that they are reading this pass and stepping up, being able to get from here to here, being able to get from where they should be to this pass and actually are getting their hands on the ball and getting a good deflection. So that's really good positioning. Okay, ball movement. Let's say they do go to the top. They put it high over. Okay, and let's say that we took a risk and kind of went for it but missed it. Okay, so we kind of ends up right there. Our rotations have to be that we see that, and we know that. I would say our small forward has to rotate into the middle to cover and help the helper. Okay, so maybe or help the center who read that. So we're locking that. He's going to dribble down, and maybe he has a shot on this. Okay, we're not going to animate a shot there, but he may take a shot on that. Okay, and we're going to still be fronting the post. Again, this isn't fronting the post because the pass can go to the post here. So our eagle has to get in position to really be between the ball and the post pass. Okay, in that position right there. So we'll lock in that. And then let's say he swings it out. Okay, he could obviously go here, and that's going to be an option. So he has on-ball defense, so now he's got to be in position where he can cover this player and front it, but also be able to get to this pass here. And I know that our center off of that miss is rotating back into the key. So often he's going to come straight down into the key and cover somewhere between the two. So let's say we're here and this pass goes here and this rotation goes right here. Again, that's where they should go, and let's see how we can cover that. And now the ball is here, so our wing has got to come down and our guard's got to come down to the free throw. And let's say they take a shot off of that. Okay, they could make it, could not, but that's the rotations we're looking for there. Let's put it back out and see what other rotations we see based on player movement. So we'll put the guards back out there. Let's see what else we got. Our centers here, guard pressure, wing, home, center on ball, front the post, okay, or in the middle. We'll lock that in. All right. So let's say he does a change up and he's able to dribble over and he chooses this side because they have more players on this side. So there's a little bit of an overload. Once he gets here, we know that our shooting guard has to, or our eagle, our 2 has to rotate to the post, and our center has to rotate between ball and hoop, and our power forward, our wing on this side, must come down in front the post here. Okay, as soon as the ball handler dribbles here, a lot of times us coaches, we're seeing our wing not move. They get stuck out here. You have to remember that when the ball goes away from you, your job as a wing is to come to front the post. Okay? And then our guard can melt into a position between this pass right here, and our wing would be between this pass and this pass, from this pass to the corner. So that'd be his rotation. Good. So most likely, if we were caught maybe up here, he would do a change up. So if we were pressuring this pass a little bit too much, he would do a change up. Soon as it goes corner, you know, obviously he has a shot there. At this age group, they're not taking those. So our rotations are a little better. And that's why we're having a lot of success. Well, we don't want him there. He wants to be here. He's crashing down. Okay, he's coming into the passing lane. Maybe he cut. He's coming down because the ball is low. And that's our setup right there based on ball position. And maybe he's filling. And now, maybe the post is flashing to the ball right there. And maybe we'll lock that in. Maybe he's going to fill out. And maybe they're going to pass it to the post. So in that position right there, it's the point guard's job to deny or be covering that pass as well as the pass up top. But this is the more dangerous pass. So our guard has to be able to come to the front of that free throw line and at least be in a sandwich position. Not necessarily get here, because here we could put ourselves in a position where we can't recover if they skip that pass. Then it's in the middle and it's a danger. So we don't want to get here and completely take away that pass, but we want to be about here. So we're in the passing lane between the corner and the top. Okay, and we have our hand up and we're denying that, but we also have our hand maybe across this guy's body or into this guy's space. So we're taking that away, and the same goes with our center here. He can come up and take that away as well. We have funnel here, so if he does decide to drive, no baseline, we do have funnel. So if he does decide that, okay, let's rotate, let's go drive. Okay, he may try to drive and cross this way, and our guard's got to be able to slide with him, and if he does cross it, he's digging and deflecting that ball if it comes to his side. Okay, he's got nothing, so he backs out, and maybe he shoots that. Maybe he gets space. We may have on this side, we may have popped in for a swipe and then pop out and melt down. and maybe he doesn't take the shot, and this player, our weak side wing, is watching the eyes of the ball handler like a eagle. He's watching the eyes because he wants to see if this guy's silly enough to make this long pass. If he's silly enough to make this long pass, he can step into it and take it, and he's gone. Okay? He's gone up court. And there's no one getting back versus that. We are gone. I don't know who's going to run with them. He's gone. We'll lock this in right here. He wouldn't be getting that far, but he'll be getting this far. He'll be getting this far. He'll be getting this far. I don't know where he'll be running this way. He's going to run the trail. He's going to run here. Boom. We're locking it in. We're going to score on this one. They're not getting back. He's getting back as far as he can go. He's getting back to here. He's getting back to here. He's fast. Our wings are zoomers. Our eagles are super fast. Small forward's not as fast. And he's got layup. He's got rim. Maybe he takes it himself. Maybe he makes a pass right here. Boom. And he gets to about here. He gets to about here. He gets to about here. Yeah, no. I'm just filling. Just moving guys around. We did a little bit on the 4-1, but... And then a layup. Boom. Okay. And now let's rewind that. Okay, get back. Get back. So we're going to rewind that. We're going to set up, and we're going to look at the last kind of option that a lot of the 4-1 offenses do against us. And that is they try to pass the ball to the free throw line. Okay. So let's go to whatever let's say they're 3 inbounds it. So 3 gets the ball. And these guys are now going back the other way. They're in the 4-1, so he's going to go here. He's going to go here. He's going to go here. And the guard's going to get the ball right here. And then he's going to go, maybe he goes to the corner. And the guard brings it up. Okay, and he gets no middle. Let's say he wants to come to the top side. We'll just quickly animate this. So often on this rotation, so they're in positions right now. Let's rotate our defense to be in the proper position. So he's between the ball, but he can kind of be on this side because the funnel is going to be on this side. And our center is between ball and hoop. The guard's a shooter, so he's going to come up a little bit. Maybe he's spacing out. Maybe they're going to be down here. Often what they're trying to look for in a 4-1 is to put themselves in positions where they can shoot and score. So coach may say, okay, well, space out. We want a guy in the corner. We want our center to be in the free throw line opposite of their center because their center is taught to watch the ball. And we've seen this. LEC did this successfully against us. And our adjustment was just for our point guard's rotation. Okay, but we'll lock this in. They're looking for, so we got 4 out. We got a gap here. We got a gap here. So their setup is right. Okay, he's supposed to be weak side. He's supposed to be front side. He's a passing lane. He's between ball and hoop. He's melting right here. Okay, he's right there. This is where we are set up. And we've faced it where the guard is looking for this pass right here. Okay, he's looking for this pass right here. They put one in and they try to put them at the high post, usually somewhere in this area right here. And if they successfully get it here, what LEC, I want to say, was it LEC? I believe it was LEC, where they try to get it here. Joaquin, you can correct me if I'm wrong. and then the guard cuts. On that rotation, he's usually rotating over, and then they've had success, and then our kind of our wing, our eagle is taught to rotate over as well, and they're taught to rotate like this, and it opens this up right here, and our power forward is taught to rotate down like that, but it really opens up this cut right here for them, and they successfully had this pass and pass back, okay, and he successfully scored a layup on this. And all we did is I didn't call timeout. I just called Joaquim over and I said, Kate, remember, if the ball goes to the post, I said, first off, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the ball to the high post right here. And they're just running a give and go or a pass and cut option off of it. And what I want you to do is I don't want you to pressure the ball here. I want you to sag back to the 3-point area and be in your position. But by doing that, you take away the angle that he has to pass to that high post. So now what you're doing is he can bring it here, and if he's trying to pass from here, he's not going to be able to successfully make that pass. Okay, our center can be there. You have to be here, but you have to have your hands up in that passing lane. You're not looking to extend it and open up that pass by coming up high. Stay down, stay back. You can be in funnel position, okay? You can be in our trap position, but you got to let him come down with that ball, okay? And he may still be looking for it, but you got to know that that's the pass that they want. And honestly, I think the next possession we had a steal, and the possession of that we had another steal. And then when they did make that pass, okay, what happened was we rotated, and Joaquim knew, and our guards know that they just need to drop now to that free throw line and take away what they may be looking for here, which was that pass. Okay, he would rotate here, and again, it's no middle, so we definitely are in trouble. But we're doing a good job with our defense. We're doing a fantastic job, and a lot of times their tall centers are struggling against our tall centers, and we're taking away a lot of their options, and they're shooting bad shots, and we'll give up a shot like that, especially if they want to continue to make that. We see those passes, and we're able to read them now with quick adjustments. But just know that that's really where they're looking for. They're looking for a pass here. I haven't seen the teams looking to screen guys open against us yet. So we're not really worried about that. But if they do get pass here, again, it's pass that's killing us. Or if we're just too high and we're opening up the pass, and our rotations are that we know when the ball goes here, our players are taught to move out of the way. So that kind of opens up the lane. We just have to know that that's some of the stuff they want to do. All right, let's run this through, and we'll see how our 1-3-1 looks like against a 4-out, 1-in offense. So no middle, okay? There's some rotations. They do always rotate guys to the middle, but if we're reading it, we can look to go for it. We just have to know that we have to help on those. There's a shot. We're in fast break. No, we're not there. Okay, point guard comes to this side. We're rotating. Okay, they change up. We got on-ball defense in the corner. There's a passing cut. There's nothing going to be there, but they'll flash sometimes. And if we take that away with our guard, as you can see there, he's fronting. We can read what's on the backside. Jalen's got a few of those. We've done a really good job reading any of the stuff going up on the backside. So we're looking at the passer's eyes and our heads on a swivel, and we're reading what's their next pass. Don't guard air, guard a player. All right, and then what they want to do is they do want to put, when usually running a 4-out, when they're usually running 4-out, 1-in, drive does that. They try to put a player at the free throw line. If we give them too much space, if we let them pass longer passes, they usually have more success, especially if we're guarding really far away from the basket, because it actually messes us up because we rotate as we should, and it actually opens up lanes for them. So we have to be aware, drop back into coverage, take away those passes. Often they don't happen, and our rotations clog up their space.